We're in 1961 in the Alentejo village of Campo Mayor. Manuel Ruiz Nabeiro, a young entrepreneur and connoisseur of the coffee market, decides to create a brand. He calls it Delta Cafés. In a small 50-meter square warehouse with only two 30-kilogram roasters, he starts his coffee production activity. More than 50 years later, Delta is the biggest coffee brand in Portugal, and since 2001 it has been considered the trusted coffee brand by the European Most Trusted Brand Study of the Reader's Digest selections. The Nabeiro Delta Cafés group is made up of 27 companies organized according to specific strategic areas in order to reinforce the group's main activity. Delta is the biggest coffee roaster in Iberia with more than 3,000 employees, over 22,000 tons of yearly production and a turnover of 305 million euros. It reaches 55,000 customers across 35 countries, to which it exports 25% of its business volume, projecting the future all over the world. In each coffee grain there is a value that must be cherished. And in its transformation into a high-quality product, Delta follows best practice. Delta's expertise starts right here, in the quality of the provenance of its origins, in the picking of the raw material, in the profound knowledge of the coffee varieties, and in the balanced blend that is perfected every day. Everything and anything to reach the most appropriate blends to the end user's taste around the globe. A complete sensory experience is what we seek in each Delta coffee. It is now that the most advanced roasting technology kicks in, smooth and slow, in order to extract all the coffee's attributes and emphasize its best aroma and bring out the best flavor. In the end, we taste it all in a cup of great coffee. In Portugal and across the world, Delta stands for both trust and safety. Specialized tasters ensure organoleptic quality as well as compliance of each Delta cup of coffee. With traceability all the way from origin to the end user, Delta ensures a rigorous compliance of the most demanding national and international standards of food safety, so that each coffee is always a sheer pleasure. Delta is the market leader because it invests in the quality of its product and because it adapts to new contexts, demands and needs. This requires an attitude of continuous learning, of anticipating market and consumer trends, of preparing to organize the future. Certification is a main step for this development, and this is something Delta has known since 1994. The final test of the quality of a Delta coffee is made by the end user, either at the table or at a counter. For that reason, it's not enough just to guarantee the excellence of both the origin and the perfection during the production process. Delta must also guarantee that each coffee is perfectly served, and that demands the best preparation technique. This was the reason why Delta created the Delta Grão Maior Barista School, aimed at professionals that want to broaden their knowledge and perfect the art of serving a perfect espresso, so that in each coffee we may taste the care put into production. Delta believes in the power of imagination, and it is in the Grupo Nabeiro's Innovation Center that it all starts. From here emerge new products, services and experiences molded by the principles of eco-efficiency and eco-design, sustainability in the origin, waste reduction and recovery. Here we make connections to knowledge centers by exploring new technologies and valuing the group's intellectual capital through investing in knowledge. This is a key component of Delta's future. Taking a Delta coffee wherever people like good coffee. That's the will that drives a leader. Since the 80s, Delta has looked beyond Portugal in order to give the world the best coffee. With its direct operations in Spain, France, Luxembourg, Angola and Brazil, Delta reaches out to 35 countries across 5 continents through collaboration with specialized distributors. And in each cup, it conquers a new destination. Delta values are present all the way from the plant to the cup, from the efficient use of natural resources to the development of good work and social practices. And these are also true of all our partners. We believe our success depends on the relationship with the communities where we are present, as well as on their development, through professional volunteering, sponsorship, support and investment in infrastructures. It is with that belief that Delta projects the future. Delta Q is Delta Café's most recent project, which aims to bring a product to the market of coffee capsules. More than just a coffee, Delta Q is a new product concept that works in an exclusive system of coffee machines and capsules. Delta Q represents Delta Café's universe's face of innovation. Launched in 2007, Delta Q is now the leading brand in the Portuguese coffee and capsules market. It has sold more than 650,000 coffee machines and 500 million capsules so far. Delta Q offers a wide range of blends suited for each moment of everyday life, divided into 3 different ranges: base blends, tisane and specialities. Amongst the proposed specialities, we find the original Red Espresso, a revolutionary espresso tea with a composition of 100% natural rooibos plant, and the energetic Power Coffee, a double shot of energy. Delta Q currently has several models of coffee machines available: Alchimia, Bugatti, Cosmo, Cool, and Cozy. The Delta Q business concept, created for the Oreca channel, hotels, restaurants, bars and coffee shops, aims at reinforcing brand leadership and offering quality and simplicity which the consumers demand, but in a new context. Following the entrance in the business segment, Delta Q designed and developed the Quorum machine, which combines efficient technical performance with ultra-modern design. The Quorum coffee machine allows the use of different Delta Q blends through an automatic system of beverage extraction. Not only is the Quorum aesthetically attractive, it is also a relatively small machine, a perfect balance that offers everyday reliability and exemplary performance. Those who truly appreciate the act of drinking a cup of tea or an espresso coffee with a unique flavor and refined aroma know that Delta Q is the right choice. A cellar that draws the landscape as the destiny of a vineyard right at the heart of the Alentejo. Inaugurated in 2007, Adega Maior is a unique space in the Portuguese winemaking scenario, having been the first author cellar in the country designed by one of the most internationally famous Portuguese architects, Álvaro Siza Vieira. It's a worldwide architectural reference in the winemaking sector and was for that reason invited to be present at MoMA in San Francisco, USA, at the How Wine Became Modern exhibition. Adega Maior's current winemaking area is in Campo Maior in the region of Alto Alentejo and is part of an estate with a total area of 350 hectares, with vineyards planted in Herdade das Argamassas and Herdade da Godinha. The vineyard is carefully cared for throughout the year in order for the grapes to be in perfect state of maturation when the grape harvest time is near. The harvest is hand-picked, ensuring a rigorous selection of the grapes that go into our wines. We start from a selection of autochthonous Portuguese varieties well adapted to our climate and soil, amongst which we highlight, in terms of red varieties, the Touriga Nacional, Aragonês, Trincadeira, Alicante Boucher and Castelão, and in terms of white varieties, the Antão Vaz, Arinto, Roupeiro and Verdelho. Other varieties were also chosen to be integrated in the personality of Adega Maior's wines, such as the Syrah and Petit Verdot varieties, due to their excellent adaptation to this region. It's from the balance between the best autochthonous varieties and the ones that better adapt to the Campo Maior region that results in the fresh, well-structured and elegant wines from Adega Maior. It is also due to a professional and recognized team of enologists that these wines turn into more than a simple beverage, a story, a passion, something that defies us, that makes us always want to do better, harvest after harvest. In order to produce its wines, Adega Maior has available modern technology that combines experience and the most advanced enology techniques, always aiming at obtaining high-quality wines. Our wine is already sold in several countries in Europe, such as Germany, England, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Switzerland and Spain, but also in Angola, Mozambique, China, the USA and Canada. The wines from Adega Maior have received, both at national and international level, recognition from the critics, which has led us to winning more than 100 prizes. A vast range of wines created to satisfy the most demanding experts and aiming at being the reflection of what Portugal does best. A variety of flavors and aromas that are born in the Alentejo plains of Campo Maior and that perfect their essence in Adega Maior's work of creation and production. Caiado, Montemayor, Red Solista, Tourigo Nacional, White Solista, Verdelho, Reserva do Comendador, Paixão, and limited editions. Orient, 7, 8, and 9. And it has been like this since 1961. Comendador Rui Nabeiro dared to dream, and the Delta brand and the Nabeiro group work according to a business model inspired by the relational essence of the coffee culture. Delta grew by adhering to the principles of a human-facing brand, strongly based on authenticity and product quality. And today, all the way from its origins to the consumer, Delta stands out as market leader with a very unique knowledge of doing that makes it one of a kind all around the world. Delta, coffee for life.